Hello, it's me. I'm here. Hello. So I didn't really care about this pack that came out for PowerWash Sim, but because I've never played Tomb Raider, but I have played Final Fantasy VII, and I'm really excited about that one. So we're gonna prepare early and play it now. Oh, sick! I get the overpowered thing. All right, cool. Let's just win the game. So how's everyone been? It's been a couple days. Been a little while since I played Power Wash last. I ended up just kind of being like in a mood, and I beat the game off stream, and I kind of regret it, cause like the game has a really cool ending. What's that noise? Whatever. Well, I say really cool ending thinking about it. It's it's cool for this game standards, as in like something other than you just spraying a building happens, which is cool. Laura Croft got a filthy ass house. All right, I think I played the one on like the reboot Tomb Raider. I think I played it like once when it was like free on Xbox, and then I never really played it after that. I'm like it seemed fine. It just seemed like every other game that came out at the time though. God, my mouse is all sorts of fucked up today. I tell you what, it's been a long week at work. I needed this. As I say it, okay, I need to adjust some things. I should have done this before stream. I apologize. Give me 1 second. That should work. Be a bit smoother. I feel like everything's a bit low here. Let me just up some volume, shall we? Get to hear my voice even louder. Again, no idea if it sounds good or not. No one's here watching the stream to tell me, but it's fine. One day I'll have someone just click on and be like, help me test my audio. So that seems a bit too loud, though. Help, but that's when I was being loud, so I guess that makes sense. Alright, whatever. And stop watching the thing on the audio and start watching the game. Is that supposed to be the sun? You can take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take the moon. Alright, you stir it all up, and when you're done, rada 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 rada. So come on and feel free to do some looking. You know what? I stand by my stream where I said they should do video game crossovers is the reason that this happened. But no, in reality, video game crossovers for this game are such a good fucking idea. Like, power washing iconic locations from games. The first two games they chose are interesting, to say the least. I feel like they could have chose games with more iconic, like, set pieces. Like, I actually admit this manor is kind of iconic, so I won't actually argue. And then Midgar is an iconic thing from Final Fantasy VII. But, like, when you're like, guys, what's an iconic thing in a game? You're not like, I want to power wash a Mako reactor. I mean, I'm sure somebody said that, but I don't know. But then again, what's iconic even? Like, what if... Can I power wash the lobby from Sonic Adventure? From, like, the hotel lobby? That'd be sick. Oh my god, let me power wash the train station and be like, the train headed for Mystic Ruins will be departing soon. That's my dream. That's my video game. Lord have mercy. There's so much. So much goo. So, how much am I doing? We got that. Okay, it's not that much. It looked a lot bigger from the outset. The fountain's probably going to be the part that ends up taking longer than I'd like it to. There's a point in this game, right, where things start to become unsatisfying, but they even posted on Twitter about it, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of true. The bigger the project, it's significantly more satisfying when you actually see it done. Because it's like, yeah, I did that. That was me. Thank God these plants stayed clean. Anyway. But yeah. This game's really good. Their Twitter's amazing, by the way. They just kind of respond to, like, everything. Not everything, obviously, but, like, it's way more than, like, you think something would. Cause she's a brick house. She's mighty, just letting it all hang out. Oh, she's a brick house. Okay, God, so I was letting my dogs out before this stream, and oh my God, so you know how dogs, like, kick away stuff with, like, when they're done? So, my dog was in, like, a thing of, like, rocks, and he was done, and he, like, kicked, and one of the rocks, like, flew at me. And I'm like, what the? I was, like, across the yard. And it was just flew way at me. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I think my dog tried to assassinate me. I already finished the planter. Okay, cool. This is based. I'll stop. Look at this. I acknowledge this job is probably a lot easier because it lets me use the trident. But, you know, if it's going to let me use the trident, I'm going to use the trident. Yeah, so I thought I'd do this because I do want to stream the Final Fantasy VII stuff. Because I would like to maybe even start streaming more and stream Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 whenever it does come out. Maybe. Because I played the first part. I wouldn't mind playing the first part again either, if people would want to see that. But because I bought it on PC, and I haven't played Integrate yet. And I've been really meaning to. But I've been lazy, to be blunt. I'm like, I forgot the controls. So I would be like, I don't know if Integrate's good to just jump into or not. Maybe it is. Maybe I'll look at it. If you want me to stream it, let me know. I'll do it. Whatever. I am determined to stream more one way or another, you know? Is this wall not done? Ooh. Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? This is one issue I have with multi-story buildings, is I really don't like using this little, like, ladder thing. I'm assuming it's something to do with that. There we go, perfect. Get me off of you. Do this real fast. I am still on long. Give me my stubby gun. Fucking hell. I'm like hypnotized by. You've been hit by. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Okay, so one thing I've been playing lately, just in my off time. I used to be a big fan of Toys to Life games, but I never owned Disney Infinity. And honestly, trying to like buy like a starter pack for it would just be too much money. Because, like, I bought a bunch of the Skylanders, like, starter packs for, like, $5 for like, the Wii U. But the Disney Infinity ones, I think even for the Wii U, only has, like, the Marvel one. And it's, like, still, like, $30. So I was like, I don't know. And that's why I noticed on Steam, it was on sale at the time. I could just buy all 3 games, and it lets you just, for, like, $15. I could buy all 3 games for, like, $15. And it just, like, lets you use all the figurines, like, a menu. And it had me thinking, why the fuck hasn't Skylanders or Lego Dimensions done this? If Lego Dimensions do it, oh my god, it would be, like, one of the most fun Lego games ever. But that's just, you know, half the point of that game is, like, you get to build the action. So it's like, well, I don't think they would do it. It'd still be really cool, though. Let Sonic fans have their random little Sonic game that some never got to play. I mean, I played it. I own Lego Dimensions. I was into it when it came out because it had Portal in it. That's about the only reason, though. Sonic was added later, so it was an extra bonus for already owning it. But yeah, so Disney Infinity, though. Honestly, if that game had online multiplayer, I could see people doing, like, some fun YouTube stuff with it. The fact that it's, like, I think all 3 of them are only single player now, even though there is originally at least 2-player support for it, is kind of sad. Also, they didn't give Perry the Platypus his, like, little, like, platypus cackle noise that I'm not even going to attempt to do because it's going to be horrible. And I'm like, why not? Let Perry the Platypus cackle. Not my brain. Just saying, like, do it. Do the Perry the Platypus voice. Ha ha! I will not. I'll not embarrass myself in front of all 0 people here right now. Come on. Get over yourself, brain. But yeah. That's what I've been doing, is just playing Disney Infinity. I beat like the first 3 playsets on it, and then I got, like, started the Cars one, and I'm like, yeah, these aren't great. Like, I wanted to just play with the toy box to see, like, what it was about, but I'm like, you know what, I'll wait till I play the 3rd one. But I've been doing the Marvel one, and the playsets in that one have been actually pretty fun. So I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is, like, it did improve on, like, everything the first game did. The only issue being it's just exclusively tied to Marvel, which I know the next one's going to be exclusively tied to Star Wars, which also I'm not going to be the biggest fan of. I mean, I like Marvel fine. I think Marvel, I'm a big Marvel guy. I haven't, like, liked much of the newer stuff, but I still like it enough to where I'll watch it. Star Wars, though, I liked the original trilogy. I do like the prequels. I will say that. I was a prequel fan. I did not like any of the new 3. I know, hot take, I know. But it's just the truth. I feel like they're all just kind of fine. Except for The Last Jedi. Is that the last one? Yeah, no, the second one. Yeah, The Last Jedi. I really didn't like that movie. I think I watched it on Disney Plus the first time. And I, like, stopped watching it. And then I got, like, a friend to watch it with me, and then I was like, okay, I managed to get through it with a friend, but Lord, I could not watch it on my own. Rise of Skywalker was also bad, but at least it was a watchable kind of bad, I guess. And then The Mandalorian is, like, one of my favorite shows on Disney Plus. So, you know, that's season 3 coming out soon, so that's exciting. Let's be honest, season 4 if you count the Boba Fett, because honestly, you should. Because it's honestly the same show. Because it just turns into The Mandalorian. Spoilers ahead for the Boba Fett / The Mandalorian show. They just bring back Grogu in fucking Boba Fett. And it's like, yeah, do you think they should have done this in a Mandalorian season? It makes sense, I guess. Kinda, not really. They had to have people watch the Boba Fett show somehow. And I love Boba Fett. I think he's awesome. Not because of what he does in the original trilogy, just mainly because he's just a cool looking character. And I fell in love with him in the Lego games. I played it because he had a jetpack and it was cool. And then, you know, the Boba Fett show came around and it was fine. You know what? I stand by it. It started off kind of bad and then it turned good, even if it was like, it got really just random at the end. Yeah? But, like, that's kind of fun, right? It reminded me of, like, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like, those, like, final scenes where he's riding the Rain Corps and all this other shit. I thought it was a lot of fun. What is my mic picking? It doesn't matter. But yeah. In short, I've been playing Disney Infinity. And it's been fun. Weirdly. Surprisingly, I guess. Because I feel like I never heard a single soul talk about that game when it came out. But, like, it had 3 games, so I guess, even if they're just... I was confused about it when it came out. And I was like, why is it 1.0, 3.0, and 2.0? I thought it was, like, just expansions for the first game. No, they're just completely separate games. They're kind of expansions in reality, if you really think about it. But... I don't know, I think they're different enough. At least 2 and 1 are. I haven't really looked at the differences between 2 and 3 too much. I, like, looked at it just to see what characters they did add. That's about it. Which, a lot of inside-out characters, which I'm like, I get it, but, like... It's one thing about those games that's really funny. You can tell what came out, like, when those, like, games came out. Because that's the characters are, like, the most, like... Clearly, they added the most from it. And I can't believe Stitch wasn't added till the second game. You know, I probably would have bought the first game if Stitch was in it. And the fact that I just didn't even know that he was in the second one is proof of, like, yeah. That game kind of just... It didn't advertise itself well, but I was also, I think, out of the age range for it when it was coming out. Because I didn't buy a Skylanders past Swap Force until, like, I was out of high school. And was like, you know what, they're cheap on the Wii U. So yeah. What is... Oh, it's this. Yeah. I do like Toys to Life stuff. I still have a ton of Skylanders stuff. I think Skylanders just have really cool figurines, even if I've broken most of my original ones just because of I was a child. One of my Spyros doesn't have a head. I think I had almost every single Skylander from the first game. I know. Subtle flex. There's like 3 I didn't own, I think. And I'm pretty sure they were some of the rarest, so I'm like, I'm not that upset. But I own like the legendary ones from fucking Toys R Us back in the day. I had the fucking I had a lot of them. That was very cool. Freaking heck, man. Ding. Oh, wow. Look at it. I'm not excited about the second floor because there doesn't seem like there's a good way to be up there besides those things. The fountain should be pretty fun though. They keep putting the truck further away because they don't want you to do the launch thing. So, like, I have a question. Other than, like, the Legend of Zelda game, which, even then, I'm not the biggest thing... Hold on, let me just ask the question first before I say that. Is there, like, any games that we know of coming out this year that, like, I should be excited for? Because, like, there's Legend of Zelda, and I liked Breath of the Wild fine. It wasn't, like, the game that defined my life like it was for some people. But it was fine. I think the weapon breaking should never have been a thing, and they should have just added tiers of weapons. And if you over picked up weapons, that's on you. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I'm not that excited for it at this point. But, like, I haven't really, like, don't know anything else coming out this year. Like, I feel like I should, but I just don't. Like, I'm trying to think, right? What is coming out this year? Like, there's gonna be a Pokemon presents in like a week. So maybe there'll be something there I care about. Which I don't know. I don't think it'll be a game, but it'll be like Scarlet Violet DLC, which would be awesome. I think Scarlet Violet are so much fun. I get that that can be a controversial take, but I don't give a shit. That game is so much fun. Best, honestly, genuinely might be like my favorite Pokemon game. Because I love the direction they went with Legends Arceus, and the fact that they just did that, but like better, is like was enough to be like, yep. Better to an extent. I do wish they kept, you know, some things. But, you know. I still really liked it. And I get people didn't. That's to an extent. I get it was bugged to fuck and has performance issues. But like I never had those to the extent that other people did, I feel. But like at the same time it's like, I feel like most games on the Switch do, even it's like, it's not the console issue, it can run blah 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 this game. But it's like, they also have performance issues. That's why people don't play them on the Switch. Okay, that is clean. It just looks dirty for some reason. I just really like Scarlet and Violet. That's the whole point. I'm just defending myself from nobody. It's a fun game. I really hope we get a DLC announcement, and I really hope it's the Kalos DLC, like people have been theorizing, because I think that'd be really cool, and give me back Mega Evolutions. I want Mega Evolutions back, please. Game Freak, please. I just want Mega Beedrill again, please. He's so cool. And I give me Mega Garchomp back, so Garchomp Shiny can mean something again. That's about it, really. I don't really care about the rest, but... Oh, Shiny Pidgeot, too. Because him with Super Saiyan hair was always funny. Which I know that's an Omega Ruby thing and not an X and Y thing, but still. Beedrill was too, now that I think about it. But yeah. Video, like, other than that, like, what, like, other than that, maybe, what else is coming that we know about? Like, we got the Midgar update for PowerWash Simulator. Woohoo. Like, there really is nothing for me, really. That I'm like, yep, this is a game that I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna, like, really enjoy it. Because I got Kirby in the Forgotten Land last year, and that was, like, my game. Until Scarlet Violet came out. We need a new Mario game. Like, we actually do need a new Mario game. Perhaps it might be judicious if you... There's a cord in front of my screen there. Judicious to say a few pertinent points whilst you work. Who the fuck is Winston Smith? Is he a fucking Tomb Raider character I should know about? Miss Croft is quite an extraordinary woman. I'm sure she is. Her Rule 34 page is pretty extraordinary too. Ha! Psh. Not that I would know anything about that. She demands exacting standards from both herself and others. Exacting? I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. What else is coming out this year? If you excel, you might meet with her generous side. Ooh. Have you seen me? I'm literally like the god of power washing. I'm pretty sure that's how this game ends, right? I just... Yeah, other than Tears of the Kingdom, which I'm not as excited for that as most people are. What is coming out this year? I feel like I could just Google it. Or look at it on YouTube or something. There's no games. I'm like, yep, I'm dropping money the second that comes out. I was kind of excited about the SpongeBob game until it just was, hey, reference, you know? Haha, funny reference. And it was that for way too long, and I just stopped playing it. Which I'm like, I'm fine with them referencing stuff, obviously. I think that is not a bad thing. I think some of them are even kind of funny. But like, half the time they don't even make sense. And it's a lot of the same jokes they already put into the battle for Bikini Bottom. I don't know. I just hope that whatever games come out this year are actually fun. WWE 2K23 is coming out. A game I might just buy because character creators in it, and that's genuinely it. I love character creators in games. I think they're I love games that you can make the cast. Like I know it's like they have their own cast, but if I can just ignore them and make my own like bunch of characters, that's a really good game to me. Like Soul Calibur 6, that one Dynasty Warriors, you could make like your own people and actually put them all in an army, and it was really cool. I don't even really like Dynasty Warriors other than that. I like Hyrule Warriors. What else came out? What else? Yeah, Soul Calibur is the big one. WWE is a big one. I feel like there's more, but I can't think of them. Whatever. Don't matter, I guess. But yeah, games where you can just make a bunch of people and then they are just your roster of people. So good. I need more games like that. If someone's watching this and sees this part, just straight up give me more if you know them. I need them. I also like games where you can build like towns and stuff, but not like city builders. I don't like the management stuff of like you gotta manage your blah blah blah. But I like, hey, build a bakery and then you can put the bakery wherever you want. Stonehearth is the best example of what I'm talking about there. I love Stonehearth. Too bad their developers don't. I've been doing this ledge for significantly longer than I thought I'd be. But it's just so fucking satisfying. Also, I could totally do this wall here, but that's neither here nor there. Lord. Okay, so I think the majority of the top is done at least. What else can I talk about? Anything else happened to me lately? Work sucks. I know. That's about it, really. What about them sports balls? We all play sports ball? Commiserating. I think I know you'll be in my show. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to fall down this far. Give me the long extension. Alright, when does Payday 3 come out? Oh my god, that'd be a perfect crossover for this game. Payday 3! And you could, like, power wash, like, the aftermath of, like, the bank heist or something. Or Payday 2 specifically, I guess. And you can, like, power wash, like, the aftermath of, like, a crime scene. Or, like, the heist scene. That'd be so good. Or just the areas in general. Honestly, one of my favorite crossovers in, like, video games in general is the crossover from... Like, I mean crossover, not like it's meant to be a crossover game, but like it's a little like, hey, here is a crossover in this game that kind of came out of nowhere. Is definitely the Left 4 Dead and Payday one. I think that's awesome. And the fact that it's, like, the map itself is woven into the story is really cool. That's just a neat little crossover. That's like, hey, that's just fun. I want more stuff like that, not just like... I'm saying this like I hate it. I actually don't hate, like, when there's a crossover game, but, like, I don't want there just to be crossovers for, like, crossover's sake. Like, things like Smash Bros. Are fine, Multiverses is fine, like, crossovers like that are all fine. Like, I want, like, subtle ones like that, where it's like, yeah, here's No Mercy Hospital from Left 4 Dead that you can just now have a heist in. Like, that's awesome. Stuff like that, you know? But I don't know. I can't think of another example, even if it is real. So maybe Payday 2, or Payday 1 in this case, it's in Payday 2, but it's from 1, is just the best game ever made. Who's to say? Stretching. Okay. Alright, so this is just so good. Work sucks. I know. Got that stuck in my head now. I wonder, right? Is there... Give me a second. I gotta think through this. Nope. Can't think of anything. Alright. You ever all have that? Where just like you had a thought and then when you try to like actually think on it, it just disappears and you're like, what the hell was I just thinking about? Like it happens a lot with talking. Like you walk upstairs and you're like, hey person I'm talking to, how about, and then you sit there and you're like, how about what? And you just have to kind of walk away being like, I just forgot. And they're like, okay. Or they'll just want to, yeah, I hate that. That's my... I like when people relate to me. That's the real one. Awesome. Look how good it looks! Oh my god. This wall now. Now we'll do the whole bottom floor, and then we'll do the fountain, and then we'll do the top floor. In that order. Woo! Can't I forgot about that for a second. Oops. Die, dirt and grime, die. Die, die, die. I feel like I'd use that. The Reaper die, die, die in a recent stream. Oh, whatever. Like, I don't watch that one either. Got him. Put your toys away. When I say a mistake again, give it away. What should I have for lunch? I kind of want nachos. You know what I want back? I need Taco Bell to just stop getting rid of them every other month. And I get that's a gimmick. And I get that's like the... I understand the marketing behind it. But I need them to stop getting rid of nacho fries every like other month. I just want them to have them so I can just eat them whenever I want and not feel forced to eat them all in like a month. Get my fill done. And I know, I get it. It's because it makes a false scarcity and people will just buy a bunch of them all at once. I get that. But I don't like it, and I need it to stop. They're affecting me and my needs. Does anyone remember the flatbread sandwich from Taco Bell? Oh my fucking god, I loved that thing. I had it like every day for breakfast for like... Well, when they had it. They had it, I think, when the first time they brought back the first time they had the triple double crunch wrap. And I'm just sitting there like, guys, I really, they brought back the triple double crunch wrap like twice after that, but they never brought back the flatbread sandwich. I had a friend that worked there, and I got him to make one for me. I paid for it. I just had to, ringing it up was really awkward, but I did pay for it. He wasn't stealing for me, unfortunately. But I'm just like, why? They have all the ingredients there. They just take it off the menu because it's complicated. I don't know. They should do the thing where it's like a secret menu item, or if it's like, if they know about it, you can ring it up and then someone that knows what it is can just make it. I know some stores do that. I think Buffalo Wild Wings has a secret menu like that. I think. I could be wrong. I feel like they took away the quesadilla and my friend orders quesadillas still. But I could be making that up. So don't quote me on that. More restaurants need secret menus, though. That's a fun idea. Items that, like, you know, no one really knows is on the menu, but, like, one or two people know how to make it. So when it does come up, they can just make it for them. If they're not there, be like, sorry. No one here knows what it is. Better try again another day. This wall feels like... Oh, probably because it isn't. I was like, why does this wall feel like it's almost not done? That's because this entire corner isn't done. It's because I'm blind. Do I have deaf, dumb, and blind written on my forehead? Because I might as well. Because if I don't, I should. God, I had a substitute teacher who would say that all the time. Every day she was a substitute. And she would substitute for like a bunch of different classes. She'd go, I do not have deaf, dumb, and blind written on my forehead. Honestly, I love that one. Because, like, there's a point where it's like, yes, you do kind of want to fuck with substitute teachers because you want to get out of doing stuff that day. I think most teachers accept that that's going to happen. But she just didn't. Half the time the teachers would just give her, like, yeah, here's a movie to play for them. And it would still just kind of be a goof-off day, but you still just wouldn't be able to be like, do what you want. It's like you were watching the movie. But, like, yep, if there's like, here, they know what they need to do, tell them to do it, and then they weren't doing it, she would enforce it. And I'm like, you know what? I had a lot of respect for that woman. And she pronounced her own name wrong, and then would get upset when the students pronounced it wrong, and it's like, wait a minute, we just said it the way you did. And I always thought that was really funny. God, I had another teacher, and she would get upset if you, it was the gym teacher, but she would get upset if you called it gym. Like, if you're like, oh yes, it's time for gym, she'd be like, it's PE. You do not call your math class room 109 class, you call it math class, so you call this class PE. And honestly, completely based. Everyone called it gym anyway, but it was still just amazing that she was like, yep. Because she brings up a valid point if you think about it. It's like, yeah, we are calling the class that takes place in the gym class, which to an extent, that's what it is. But you don't really do that for other classes, and I think that's very interesting. And sometimes schools just call them gym class, which is a whole other thing. But our school didn't. It was PE, physical education. And I took it through my entire high school because it's just free. It's just free A's. That's what it is. Like, yes, I think my gym class had just special... Like, I think the last year I took it, they ended up, like, testing you on stuff that you would have had to learn. What the fuck? Which is really weird. But, like, it still wasn't hard. It'd be like, what is a push-up? And it's like, oh, it's when you push up. And they're like, correct! I think they just had to. But it was very interesting, to say the least. Oops. What is love? Baby, don't spray me. Don't spray me. No more. Did you ever watch the Night the Roxbury movie? I feel like it's probably nostalgia, but my friend owned it on DVD. It's a different friend than the Taco Bell Buffalo Wild Wings one. This is a he owned it on DVD, and he was like very, how do you put it? I don't know why I was describing him, but he owned the DVD for Night at the Roxbury. And he was like, hey, you know that What Is Love song? There's like a whole movie that uses that song a bunch. And I'm like, yeah, okay. It was something like that. It might have been we just watched the SNL skit, and then it was like, hey, wanna watch the movie based off this skit? I was like, sure. And I weirdly remember finding it hilarious, but that's probably because I was like 12 or something. And I'm just sitting there like, this is amazing. And I always had fond memories of it. And then, like, I was watching stuff online, and everyone's like, yeah, the movie kind of sucks. I'm like, huh. So I'm, like, afraid to rewatch it as, like, a cynical adult. Because I'm like, you know, I kind of just want it to be good in my brain. And I don't want to ruin it by rewatching it with the idea of, yeah, movie's probably not great. So I won't. Take that, internet. Why are you not done? Like, what else do you have? Oh, is it that? Yeah, okay. Very faint. Here we go. I see a spot I missed, but it should be fine. Here we go. Here we go. Oh god, I accidentally clicked. Everything's ruined. Bottom floor is done. Fountain time. Get me off that shit. There we go. Not really. So I gotta wear this hazmat suit like we do. This literal hazmat suit. Where's if they put anything in the shop? They did. What? No, well, I probably can't. No. They didn't. I just... Okay. There's new skins. I own the expensive one, though. There's a more expensive one. I'll think about it. New equipment? Didn't think so. I'm surprised they didn't have any new outfits. I think I'm wearing those ones. Alright, well. I feel like there should be more skins, but it's fine. Ooh, that is cool. Alright. New power washer, new me. I hit the railing. Okay. Oh no, I hit the decoration. sure I got the proper angle here. And wee! Line it up, you know, get wee! What the fuck am I doing? It wasn't even a good angle. I fucked it up. Here we go. Here we go. Get her done! Beautiful. Alright. Hand off mouse. Spray and pray, boys! Spray and pray! Alright, line her up. Get her done! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's do it 4 more times then. I guess 3 more by the logic of how walls work. Square walls. Y'all remember the game Awesome Knots? The music of that game randomly just popped in my head. I feel like that game could have been so much more if the developers right off the bat were like, guys, you have to buy these 3 new characters with real money, and there's no other way to get them. That's it. Good luck. And like, because nowadays the game is like free, and you theoretically can get them all through that way. But I'm like, guys, the game was almost like, could have been the next like trend in MOBAs. But they just, like, gave up. I think they host tournaments every once in a while now, but it's like they don't add anything anymore. Which kind of sucks. Probably because no one buys the game. Or no one buys anything in the game anymore. I don't know. That game had a lot of potential, and I played it a lot when it came out, but then, like, everyone stopped. So I stopped. Because there was no one to play with besides people that played significantly too much. And it just became not fun. And it's horrifically not newcomer friendly. Really? That much of it's not done? What? Does like some of the top count towards it? Yes, it does. Oh. Oh. Oh, stinky. Woo! Awesome. Woo! I like big surfaces like this. This I'm mildly worried about, but it's fine. Alright. Round 3. Fight! Wheeling around at the speed of sound. You know what Sega needs to release, for me specifically? They need to just make a Chow Garden game. Like, if they don't want to put the Chow Garden in games, just give me a Chow Garden game. I know there's that one person, like, making one, kinda. It was, like, the 2D one. But I'm like, I want, like, just a full-on, like, Chow Garden game. Give me, like, create a character like Sonic Forces. Let me make a character and give them, like, good or evil alignment. And then if you take care of your child, it'll become good or evil. And, like, that's such a good idea. Give it to me! I can be the director, as in I can be the one that doesn't actually do anything and just tells you stuff I want to see. And by extension, the entire Sonic community. Creative director, isn't that what it's called? Some bullshit like that. The one who gets to have fun while everyone else has to do all the work. The one who gets to have fun creating things. I'm sure that's not how any of that works, but still. I want a Chow Garden game. That's like the Sonic Adventure, like 2 Chow Garden. That's just like on a giant scale Chow Garden. That's all I want. And I get like gameplay would be kind of hard to like add, because like a lot of the part of the Chow Garden was the fact that you had to like go out and get the stuff for the chows in the levels. But like I feel like there's ways around that. I guess you can like earn them in races and stuff, and like I don't know. I'm not the game developer. I'm just the fan who wants too much. But Frontiers was pretty good. Didn't have a Chow Garden, but it was pretty good. And because it didn't have a Chow Garden, it automatically gets a 1 out of 10. I'm gonna say it though, they had every opportunity just to shove a Chow Garden in Generations, and they didn't. And that's what I'm really upset about. I don't know how Chow Garden would even work with modern Sonic gameplay. But I think Frontiers gameplay is the first sense of, like, yeah, could probably add a Chow Garden. Or you know what you do? Oh my god, you know what you can do? Make, like, a Sonic Adventure Collection. Or Sonic Adventure Remastered, like the Spyro and Crash trilogy. And make it so it's like fully upgraded, like Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and then maybe Heroes? I think that comes next. Yeah, 1, 2, and Heroes, and Shadow the Hedgehog, you cowards. And then, like, make it so it's, like, there's, like, 1 giant Chow Garden between, like, 3 games. Or, like, you know, like, have the Chow Garden from, like, the city's, whatever, Station Square Chow Garden, and, like, the Neutral Garden from Sonic Adventure 2 are, like, mixed together, and then do, like, that with the other ones, too. This is just my plea for Chow Gardens. It's my cry for help. I'm never gonna get them back. I know it to be true. It don't make it any less upsetting, though. Get over there. Stop attaching yourself to the building. You're in the way, thing. God. Honestly, you know what this game should have given you? It should have given you like a hover pack. So you can like float in the air. So you don't have to use these fucking shitty things. Scaffolding. Disgusting. But when you close your eyes, way oh, it almost feels like nothing's changed at all. I feel like I, for some reason, sing that in every single stream. Couldn't tell you why. I don't even really like that song. It's fine, I guess, but, you know. Might as well get a spray or 2 done while on the way. Wow. Hi, Chihuahua. Ding. I think that's all 4 podiums done and over with. You know, I'll stream till this whole mission is done. I was thinking about it. Like, I probably got like another hour at least in this mission. I'm already at an hour. But you know what? I haven't got nowhere to go today. It's like my 1 day off this week. I felt like power washing. I felt like it'd be weird to not stream it again, I guess, because I did that one time. So, you know what? Fuck it. It's power wash time. And then I'm gonna go eat. because I am starting to feel hungry. I'm not gonna be like, I'm starving already, but you know, I can feel it coming on. Coming on what? What? Anyway. Alright, woo. Shout out to Laura Croft's flat fountain. Honestly, she a real one for this. Woo. There's still so much. Holy shit. Bum, bum. Got on a feeling. Bum, ba, bum. I'm high on believing. Bum, ba, bum. That you're in love with me. Oh, sugar baby. Bum, 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 bum. I'll watch the Bee movie. I did. So you know how like every kid has like that one DVD that like they just watch over and over again? Like if you're from, you know, the age of, if you were a child in the early 2000s and you just watched it religiously because it was like the one thing you had. DVD or VHS, they can be intertwined. Mine was The Lion King 1.5, and then it was the Bee movie. But at first it was Lion King 1.5. And I watched that thing so much. It was insane. I think nowadays I can barely watch the original Lion King because of how much I've watched Lion King 1.5. Where I'm like, but where's the Timon and Pumbaa accidentally doing everything in the movie? Which I know that's like, I actually get why people don't like it, because it's like, so why is it trying to say Timon and Pumbaa did everything? And it's like, because it's funny. Let things be funny. Not funny. God, I love the Stanley Parable. I put up there some, like, my favorite game. Favorite games. Plural. It's up there with the likes of Persona 5 and Portal 2. And Borderlands 2. A lot of sequels. Terraria. God, I want to stream Terraria so bad. I love Terraria, but I recently bought it on the 3DS eShop since the eShop's shutting down. I felt like buying a couple things off of it before it all went down, and I was playing Terraria on the 3DS, and it is horrible. And also one of the most fun playthroughs I've ever had of Terraria. Just because of how, like, I know everything that's going on, but I can't control any of it because the 3DS sucks. I think I just finished the Wall of Flesh, and I just can't bring myself to beat any of the mechanicals. I don't know if it goes to Moon Lord. I don't think it does. I feel like it probably is going to stop at the mechanicals, but also the dungeon's there. So who knows? I'm not going to play anymore to find out. I might at some point, but not anytime soon. If anything, I want to play a new playthrough on PC. Maybe with some mods, who knows? Of course, I'm like everyone else in the world, and I play Summoner, because, obviously. I'm sane. God, there's a mod that, like, it adds, like, a mystery dungeon-esque quiz to it for, like, you get, like a fighting pet or something like that. And one of the questions is, what's your favorite class to play? And it's like the 4 that aren't Summoner, or 4 that aren't Summoner. And then it goes, and what's your actual favorite class to play? And then it's like just Summoner 3 times. I'm like, yep, that's me. If I have a class where I don't have to pay attention, that's like the best class ever. Like Engineers, Summoners, Necromancers, anything like that. Those are my classes. Speaking of engineer, I think the only good example of engineer I have, you remember Lego Universe Online or whatever that was? I feel like I may have talked about this before, but it's like, it's literally, it was like the Lego MMO, right? And I loved it. I played the constructor class because I thought it was the coolest thing. I think I ended up like, I think I beat that game, or as much as you could anyway. I remember getting like the best constructor gear and grinding like this one like boss for like hours because it for sure dropped like the tokens you needed and it respawned fairly frequently. And there's always a giant horde of people around it. God, that game had such a short lifespan, but it was I think I played it through its entire lifespan. Then it was gone, and people try to remake it, and they just never are allowed to. And it's like, please, let me just install like the fucking Open Fusion client. Let me just install that, and then play it. That's all I want. All right. Woo. The whole pedestal is one thing? I just realized that. That's absurd. I mean, fair enough, but damn. I can't wait for the thing that's like your cleanup like playback. And it's just gonna be me going to the main building, doing half of it, and leaving for like however long this is gonna take. The top, okay, the top of the pedestal counts too. Fuck. I shouldn't have done the pedestal first. I wonder how actual people that power wash for a living feel about this game. They're probably like, you do none of the procedures. You gotta spray the top to bottom and do blah 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 and etc etc. And now you're just like spray dirt, become clean. It's just this left, the top. The top. God, so there's like a ton of anime that came out this season. I think I was just watching it. I just watched the Giga video about it this morning, where it's like, yeah, they added like 12 more shows than like every other season does, and I'm like, I'm watching so many of them right now. Hey, it's hello, I trust Winston to extricate himself from the freezer in time and make you tea. Hi, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Am I gonna get talked to by I almost said Fox McCloud. To Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy next one? Alright, Lara. Calm down. Alright, but like I was saying, anime. I've been watching a lot of it this season. Just like whenever I end up like watching anime whenever I like eat, it's just kind of become a tradition. And so I don't even know where I was going with this. I'm just watching a fucking lot of them, and I'm like running. I'm surprised I've been able to find time for all of them. I think I said before, my taste in anime is just bad. I like animes that are like usually not like, if they're like the triple like super like this is like the fans like everyone loves this show. Damn, really? Everyone loves this show anime. It's usually not something I watch, not because I'm not interested, just because I'm like, eh. I want to see stuff that not as many people see. I want to be a hipster basically, but it's like with the anime. Fuck, where am I going with this? But like I watch like a lot of the isekais. I watch shit like that because I just genuinely think that genre is a lot of fun in its own way. I love watching the tropes play out and seeing when they're gonna play out and how they're gonna play out. I haven't watched every isekai this time around, but I have watched most of them. And some of them probably don't even need to be isekai. They're just... I love the ones that are just fantasy. But it's like, yeah, they might as well just be isekai. Or vice versa. Isekais that probably should just be a fantasy show. And him being reincarnated is just the reason why he knows what good bread is. Like, how to properly cut bread. I came to another world and cut bread well. That's gonna be my isekai. I came to another world and taught them to put butter on toast. I went to another world and worked customer service. That's mine. There's that one fantasy show that was actually like that. It's like, the Demon King was defeated, and so I started working, like, retail or something like that. The title's stupid. That's one of the... But, like, it randomly had, like, nudity quotation marks. Like, you saw boobies, and I was like... It caught me so off guard, because it was just generic, normal garbage until just randomly, like, tits popped out, and I was like, oh, it's one of these shows. But yeah, it was pretty good. I watched all of it. Fucking hell. I just doxed myself. That's okay. I don't really care. Lord, but yeah, I watch a lot of just generic anime garbage, and everyone's like, have you watched... What's the one everyone talks about now? I don't even fucking know. What is the one everyone talks about now? There's Demon Slayer, which I have watched the first season, and I really, really have been meaning to watch the second season. But I just forget. Every time I'm sitting down watching anime, my thoughts never drift to it. Yeah, time to start Demon Slayer Season 2. It's, oh, look, this funny isekai I watched 4 years ago. Let's rewatch it dubbed and see how bad it is. Which, I think my favorite part about watching dubbed anime now is I do watch subbed mostly, but every once when I rewatch anime, I usually watch it dubbed, is seeing how many voice actors I recognize from other things. It's always, like, my favorite pastime. Seeing how many things Chris Sabat is actually in is always, like, shocking to me, because, like, he is, like, a big deal, to me, at least. Like, he is Vegeta, he is Piccolo, he is All Might. Like, he's all these big characters. Then he's also this random, like, goblin guy, orc guy from this one show, and I'm like, what? Where did this come from? I almost brought up the reincarnated slime, but I'm like, yeah, that show's actually fairly big. It got a movie released in theaters, which I saw in theaters, and let me tell you, probably didn't need to be in theaters. But it was fine, I guess. I enjoyed it. Ugh. You know how I had a stream a few weeks back? And it was like, I did like some League of Legends placement matches because I wanted to see how high I'd get on stream. I still haven't actually played any more placement matches. I probably should. I don't know if I'll stream it or not. Maybe I will. It's the only thing that can give me the courage to actually play them. Give me the motivation I need. Wee. Power washing, power washing. I'm losing my mind, and I'm not even on the top part of the building yet. Spray. Spray. Alright, game. I'm reaching the point where I don't mind if you autocomplete. There's way too much work to do that, but I hate vertical stuff like this. I really do. This is my least favorite part of this this game. Is trying to reach the vertical stuff without using the fucking scaffolding. Just use the scaffolding, I hear you say. No. I'll use it when I have to. It doesn't seem like I have to. I might have to. Please, no, come on. I can do this. Hold on. Perfect. See? Who needs scaffolding? I generally might just need to switch to spray for this. I really thought it would work too. Okay. I can actually get in the tail. Oh dear God. I really didn't think he was going to let me. I may have made a mistake. I need to get that top part though. Oh no. I can do this. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh! Who needs a fucking ladder anyway? Who needs a ladder anyway? Oh fucking hell. There's probably a significantly easier way to get up here, but I don't give a shit. Complete. You know you want to. There you go. I feel, what's the word? Validated. That's the word. Do the walls count as the same? No, they don't. Okay, so let's do one at a time. Okay, maybe I do want to go around just for simplicity's sake. Oh boy. Spray. Alrighty. Awesome. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. Gonna make you say night night. I kinda wanna play Fortnite. Now that I said that. Maybe I'll do that later. I probably won't stream it. No one needs to see that. I'm horrible at the game. I just like playing it. I think I still have to get Gerald too. I don't think I've done that yet. Fucking hell. We'll see how that goes. Awesome. I'm almost done with this fountain. I think this wall and the next wall, and then the floor, and the fountain's done. Woo! And then I get to do the entire top floor, which I'm not that excited about, which is why I did it last. So that way when it's done, it feels more satisfying, you know? This game really does just suck you in. I feel like if another game asked me to do something this, like, in a way tedious, I don't actually think this game is tedious, but in a way tedious, I'd probably be like, eh, clean this whole thing? Hell no. But PowerWash does it in a way that you just kind of want to, and you just feel like you kind of have to. But, like, in a good way. No, I didn't actually finish this wall yet. For some reason, I thought I did. Nope. That's just the non-existent drugs talking. I don't do drugs. Despite what people may think when they see me. Nope, I just have long hair. I don't know why that is such a stereotype. I don't even drink either. Wow. It's so shiny now that's done. So bright. So loud. So angry. So dead. It's a Borderlands 2 quote for you. Prove I'm a real fan. One day, I'm gonna find a group of people who will sit down and play the entirety of the Borderlands series with me. I don't know when that'll be, or if it'll ever even happen, but god damn it, that's something I want more than anything in this world. At least the main Borderlands series, of course. I don't know about, you know, Tales, but I haven't even beaten the fucking the new Tales from the Borderlands. I got so bored after the first chapter. Didn't hook me as much as the original one did. Just because they put Reese in it doesn't mean I like it automatically. It's not even that I disliked the character. Well, I disliked one of them. But I liked a couple of the characters. It's just the fact that I was going to have to probably... The main character is clearly supposed to be the guy, and I don't like the guy. I like the other two, though. I think the girls are fun. I think they're both good. I mean, one is just Vaughn, but you know, it's fine. Vaughn's a fun character. As long as they didn't take her down the bandit path, and it's a different character, I guess. But god, I can always make people try Borderlands 2. Getting them to play Borderlands 1 is a problem. Borderlands 1, the new version of it, I could probably get people to play, because it's like, hey, it's Borderlands. They took all like the parts from Borderlands 1 that were annoying and just made them like Borderlands 2. Which is the best thing they've ever done. I think it's called the Game of the Year edition, maybe? Something like that. The new one. That gets rid of the compass and adds the mini-map. The mini-map version. That's the Rio version. And the updated menu version, too, because fucking hell. And one day I'll play someone other than Mordecai in that game. But he has a bird. He has Bloodwing. We all know Bloodwing. So, it's kind of hard for me to say no to him. In Borderlands 2, I'll play anybody. I don't like playing Zero or Salvador, but I'll still play them. That's just how fun the game is. I'd say Krieg is my favorite in 2. I love Krieg. I think he came out on my birthday, if I remember correctly. So I had the money for him, so I bought him, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the only... And, like, it was back when, like, all my friends were still, like, in middle school, I think? So none of us, like, had money to buy things. So I was the only one with Krieg, and it was awesome. I was also the first one to buy, like, all the DLC, and I think everyone else ended up... I think my friend got a disc that downloaded the DLC, and so he just passed that around to everybody after I already bought everything myself. Or maybe I did just use it, too. I think we all had to buy Dragon's Keep, because I think it was pre-Dragon's Keep. But either way, we all ended up having them. We all played them all together. But for the first... I at least owned the most DLC out of everybody, because I was the only one that owned Krieg for a long time. Till I think we all played the Handsome Collection when it came out, and of course everyone had him. It was awesome. I love Borderlands 2. Even if Krieg kind of sucks. I've seen that online now where it's like the late gameplay, just don't play Krieg because he just isn't great. I don't care. Fuck meta. I've never been a meta player. Except for when I accidentally am, and then everyone's like, oh, you play that guy? You're just one of those people. And I'm like, he just kind of happened to be meta. Whoops. Awesome. Anyway. On to the second floor for real. Wow. God, imagine if it made you clean all these walls. That would have been too much, and I think they knew that, because clearly they didn't. God, now I want to play Borderlands. Fuck. I don't want to stream Borderlands, because again, people will be like, you're not doing this build? And I'm like, no. I just choose a build that's fun. I made like I think my original build in Borderlands 2 for Krieg was I somehow just did a really good melee build. I don't think it was meta, but it was still really good to the point where I was like, I could like 3-hit like certain bosses. Of course, with the exception of he hit himself, which that whole ability is just a whole thing. But Which I think that ability alone, it's like, if that ability didn't have the hit yourself for as high as it is, his build would probably be good. But yeah, I would like 3 hit something. I remember the biggest thing in my life in Dragon's Keep, because it was like the most like impressive thing ever. My friends like dared me or whatever. Like they were like, "Hey, hit that dragon with your throwing axe," and I somehow did it first try, and everyone's like, "Oh my fuck, he did it!" I was like, I'm just that good. You know, I'm like sweating, wondering how the fuck I did it. Ugh, fuck, I'm stretching, sorry. Okay, microphone. Ding, ding. Alright, let's get my mouth away from my microphone. Manor wall. Manor? That's like how a redneck says mana. Manor? I'll tell you what, boy. Do top do top do ti do da do top do top do ti da da do top do top do ti da da do ti da 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 bum bum. Shout out to Phineas and Ferb. That's it. That's the shout out. Moving on. Buttress. I'm not 5 years old. You're 5 years old. Probably. Accidentally clicked on this stream. Get out of here. This ain't for kids. I'm a man. How do I get up there? These are both the same height. Can I like stack them? No, because that would have been fun. I can have fun in my video game. Hello? Thanks, game. It's really cool of you. How do I get up there? Coughing, sorry. I gotta eat water. But I'm too lazy to go get it. Hydration bot on Twitch would be very upset with me. Oh, so I don't really need to get up there. Just... I have to be on the stupid fucking thing. I get it. I don't need extra large. Extra long, sorry. Me Battlement. Are the insides of it dirty, or is that part of it? This feels like it should be clean already. Oh no, the wall does count. Okay, never mind. It shouldn't be clean already. Ding 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 ding. How is that gonna be dirty? Other than this really stupid looking bunny hop, it would be impossible to clean that otherwise. Unless it just dings, I guess, but still. Yeah, it dings a lot earlier than I would have, never mind. I guess it does make sense. They know what they're doing. They're the professional PowerWash devs. I wonder where the gnome on this map is. There has to be a gnome on this map. Maybe we'll try to find it when we're done. God. I feel like... Okay, does anyone remember the Plants vs. Zombies games? Like, not the, like, the original ones, like the Garden Warfare ones. I remember I went, like, at least in 2, I did so much fucking playing around trying to find all the golden gnomes and shit for that. That game had such a good treasure hunt. like just in the maps and everything. And then they made Battle for Neighborville, and then they just didn't make it as good. I actually didn't hit. I actually kind of like Battle for Neighborville just in general, but I thought the maps were kind of annoying in a way. If they didn't have like the special currencies for that, I genuinely think that probably would have been like the best Plants vs Zombies game. But because of like the weird little special currencies in the hubs and stuff, it made it just not as good. But that's just my opinion. They haven't made another one since, which kind of sucks. I love those third-person shooter Plants vs Zombies games. I think they're significantly better than the tower defense. And I'll die on that hill. Wait. Does it go around the... I'm assuming it's because it goes around the corner. So we're just not going to worry about it. Okay, making sure it's cleaning. I might need to pull out the extra large here soon. Uh-oh. You don't want me to pull out the extra large, do you? I'll just have to move the thing. Do that later. Not to move the thing again there, too. Alright. Let's just do it one segment at a time. I'm like trying to like rush things for some reason. That's not what this game is about. It's about power washing. And nothing else. Except for the weird god stuff that happens at the end, but that's not here nor there. That would do it. There is dirt on the inner rings. How dare it! How dare it! How dare it be so? There we go. That's an alright accent. I'll tell you what, brother. Get her done. Ding. 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 You know, I kind of just forgot I was streaming for a second. I got very distracted. God, this game. Honestly, it does that to you. You know... God, just give me the power wash in my veins. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I have just... My brain has lost it. I was wondering... What would be the best course of action? I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. Let's just wash. Mother, I just want to go home and watch VTubers. Boy, you know those VTubers aren't real. But Mother, boy, you go to your room and you will watch bloggers. Nothing but bloggers. But Mama, they're all the same. So are them VTubers. They're all just anime. I think I've lost my mind. This upper floor has done that to me. Why are you not... It's okay. I just don't know why it isn't clean yet. That one little corner thing. You. Why are you not dinging for me? It must be like... Oh. Guys, I think I figured it out. It's because it was really dirty. Who would have thought? Alright, anyway. Oh no. The battlement isn't done there. Perfect. No, that didn't work. Fucking hell, what am I even doing? Clean, wash, power, ha, ba bum 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 bum. I just don't know. This game is very mind-numbing at times, but like in a good way. You get so engrossed in the power washing, you just genuinely can't think of other things. It like keeps happening to me. Then I remember I am streaming, so I'm like, okay, let's try to talk. Look, just because I have no viewers is not an excuse to not give it my all. Alright, PowerWash Simulator. If I don't give it my all, then what's the point? Why am I even here? Everything is done and dusted over here in Egypt. I'll be back in England to see your handiwork very soon. No, don't. Laura, please. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of Lara Croft. She's so cool. Ding. Look at that grime disappear. I gotta make sure it looks good for Lara Croft, so she'll maybe go on a date with me. Okay. That'd be a great thought. That could be a great title. Going on a date with Lara Croft at 3 a.m. Not clickbait. God. You know, as horrible as they are, those at 3 a.m. videos certainly do draw in a child audience. And they're probably monetized too. Anyway, let's not talk about the politics of YouTube when I'm not even a monetizable channel. considering I am at 0 viewers right now, you know? Probably doesn't lead to too much money flow, I'll be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Some things YouTube does just even indirectly pisses me off. Even it's like not affecting me. It's just affecting people like I watch. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you screwing them over? They don't deserve it. Meanwhile, there's people that do deserve it, and they probably monetize all their videos because they don't swear once. They may not swear. They could be a horrible person, but they don't swear. Sorry, this person may have killed a dog, but he didn't swear in the first 15 seconds, so he's getting the money for that video. I doubt those videos are monetized, but still. This window cleaning is brought to you by Circle Area. You want to make a new website? Then download Circle Area and start clicking. We provide all sorts of tools like a gun and a bag. Do all your robberies here at Circle Gun. What the fuck am I? Wow. What's not? Oh, these couple specks here and there. The frame's not even close to being done, but the window itself. There we go. There's so much fucking wall. I'm not gonna lie. They made the upper floor is getting really annoying, and I get that's just part of the design of like the video game. So it's not the devs' fault that it's like this. But God, they should have given me a bigger scaffolding. That's what they should have done. Balconette. The fuck does that mean? The fuck's that? Like, I get that this is a balconette because it's called a balconette, but like, what is it supposed to be? Just like, kind of, it's supposed to look like there's a balcony there, but there isn't. That just feels weird. Ding. Ding me more. I require dings for sustenance. Do it. Ding. I dare you. Is that a turret? It's a fucking turret? What the fuck? What's going on in this fucking game? Why does our house need turrets? I almost said Tourette's by accident. Why does our house need turrets? It's just a house. Anyway. Let's not make fun of people with Tourette's. It's a very serious thing. I'm not making fun of them. I'm making fun of Laura Croft. Because she's fake. She's such a fake bitch. I'm making fun of the English language. It truly is quite an extraordinary thing, don't you think? Gone. Oh my god, English language is fucking stupid. I've been on Duolingo lately, learning a different language, if you will. And the more I'm like, damn, language is fucking weird, man. And like after like I'm like learning this language and I'm not very far. I could like barely say anything. I have basic knowledge is what I guess you could call it. But like God, but like, you know, English is so dumb. There. Like that alone is like, what the fuck? How are people supposed to know what all that means? Then there's stuff that's like I before E, except J can make the G sound, but not all the time, but also, you're expected to know when. English is dumb. I'm glad I learned it as my native language. But God, I do not wish the English language on any person that doesn't speak it. But also at the same time, it kind of sucks when there's people that like you're trying to talk to that don't speak English and you don't understand a single word they say, and it's like, damn. I get why you want other people to learn your language, but like, why we gotta speak English? Learn some French or something. I don't know. God. So I said before, I work in customer service, and it's always very unfortunate when someone comes in and they just speak Spanish, and I have to sit there being like, I don't like trying to tell them to wait a second, to like so I can get the person that speaks Spanish, and like because they'll just keep going, and I'm like, well, not this doesn't apply to everyone. Obviously, some do speak basic English or even just English in general, obviously, but like there's like some every once in a while that'll come in and they don't speak a word of English, and you're like 1 second, and then they just keep going and going and going, and I'm like, I would just have to leave and be like, good person that speaks Spanish, please come here. And there's only like two at where we work at, so if they're ever just not there together and someone comes in, which doesn't happen often, but like people don't come in often that only speak Spanish, but like it's happened like once, and it was like a crisis situation because not a single person could communicate with them. Eventually they just left. We're like, we're assuming something happened there, but we don't know what. Yeah, I feel really bad though. I'm like, if I walked into a place and no one understood me, and I was like clearly trying to like get help for something, like I don't think he was like dying or anything or like being mugged. I think he's just trying to get help with. I think he was just trying to get to the service we provided. I'm just trying not to dox my job here, and he just couldn't because none of us could understand him. Like, I felt bad. I really did. Like, he just came out here to try to get thing. But he couldn't. Because no one understood a word he said. I don't even think it was Spanish. He wasn't speaking Spanish. That was the problem. I remember now. I think he was speaking, like... I have no idea what fucking language he was speaking. It wasn't Spanish. I think it was Chinese? I'm thinking of another person, the Spanish story. The person who ended up walking away was Chinese, I think, and only spoke Chinese, and we're like, okay. It might not be Chinese, it just kind of sounded like Chinese, because I kind of understand what Japanese sounds like because of anime. It could have been like Korean or something too, I don't actually know. I don't want to be the guy that's assuming like, yeah, they're all Japanese, they're all Chinese. They're just, it kind of sounded Chinese, but at the same time, just very well could not have been. Cover all my bases here. But like, yeah, we couldn't understand him. He walked away. And there was another time with a guy who we did end up being able to do the thing he wanted, but he didn't speak English, so it was just kind of rough. The translation, that was the Spanish guy. I remember. Customer service is rough, man. My favorite is when people like talk to you like you're familiar with them because they've seen you like twice. And they're like, oh my god, it's you! So, here's how my life's been. I'm sitting there like, dude. Like, that's great. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm not here to be your friend. And like, you know what? I'll say that. Normally it's fine if people want to talk, and like, I'll talk to them, and I'll just, respond and blah, blah. But if they start it, and there's people behind them, I kind of have to be the guy. It's like, yeah, let me help them first. And it's like very clearly like, dude, this is not the time for this. It's funny because like my actual friends, when they end up like coming there to like do stuff, like come in, they understand that, and we'll have like a brief little chat, and they'll walk away, and then like I'll go talk to them if like I have some extra time or something. But like they'll never like sit there and be like, oh my god, yeah, so like how's blah 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 blah. Like they get it, and I also when it's my friends, I can feel more comfortable being like, all right, I gotta go help people. Bye. Oh my god, this window! I like this window a lot. In terms of cleaning it. My only fear is I now have to do 2 more things after this. Theoretically, there's probably some random things I forgot. It's gonna be like, you forgot the 3rd tick on the left of the signpost. It's like, what signpost? It's like, yep. Have fun. Is that part of the wall? It's a different part of the wall. What's dirty on this wall? Excuse me? Chicken excuse me? How do I clean up there? I am as high as I can possibly get. Blazing. Not really. Like, you have to do the awkward bunny hop. That is just how it is. I hate when the game expects you to do the awkward bunny hop. It's probably just this that's dirty. Man, it feels like it should still be done by now. I guess maybe not. There we go. We got it, boys. Chalk one up for the F-man. I'll not be clarifying what that F stands for. Look, it's Doctor Strange. There we go. There's like, again, there's no physical way to get higher than this, as far as I can tell. I don't understand what it really wants me to do about some of those angles. Oh, I'm sitting up. I've been fucking slouching and rolling back. Paul probably couldn't have heard me the last few minutes. Whatever. Miss me trying my best to not be racist, but at the that sounded bad. We'll just ignore I said that. Good God, power washing. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. We gonna make you say night night. I don't know why I'm thinking about Fortnite still. I've always just got Fortnite on the brain, you know? I bet y'all can relate. Why'd I put it here? Don't matter. Let's get this all washed off while I'm sitting here anyway. We're almost done. 94%. I'd say this is the last 6%. These 2 walls. Stretching. Okay, we're good. Maybe. Theoretically. Oh god. I'm down. Man down. I'm down bad. Shit. I'm down bad for this building, bro. She's a brick house. Damn. She's mighty. Mighty. She's letting it all hang out. Oh, that wasn't done. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've said that a while ago, but it's really true. What is one to do when power wash consume you? Spray, 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 spray. so that it doesn't fall. Though I may not be tall, I can spray the wall. Love. Awesome. 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 Awesome sauce. And awesome. Boop. Boop. Can I jump? Okay. I got stuck there for a minute. Ooh. Nice. Nice. We're so close. We're so close. We're so fucking close! Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I'm feeling it now, Sponge Boy me Bob. After I finish this, I can go eat lunch. Let's go. There's at least 3 things left. The fuck? There's a battlement that's not done. Which one is it? Get me out of here. It's that one. What's even dirty on you? I think I'm just too far away. There we go. A core bowl, entrance topper, and tower wall. What the fuck is the entrance topper? Oh, their family crest. Yeah, that's probably important. One of the core bowls. Core. Core. And core. You. Tower wall. Which fucking wall could it possibly be? Alright, we're just gonna have to get some help. It's one of you. But which one? Let's find out. A 1, a 2, a 3. It's you. Literally where? Alright, we're going up. At least the thing's still here. Alright, let's finish this shit off, mate. Oh, baby. That's what we like to see. Let's look at that time lapse, bitch. Fountain. I like the way that fountain went. I like how it just shows me floating. Let's fucking go. Next one is No picture, but it's an obstacle course. Oh, that's kind of fun. I ain't doing it now, though. So before that, though, let's see if we can find the gnome. I do want to see that. I wonder if there is a gnome. We'll find out, I guess. My guess would be either in here somewhere, one of these two hedge mazes, or out the front door somewhere. Like peeking in, maybe. Ding, 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 ding. That's funny. Huh. There might just not be a gnome. I have a feeling they would have put the gnome in. I like finding the gnomes. I think it's fun. Maybe it's like over here somewhere. We're gonna use this to get some vision over the wall. Fuck. That didn't fucking work. Oops. Hit right click by accident. You know what? You're gonna want to look at. Yeah, definitely not in there. Is there no gnome? Really? I feel like it would have been easier to see than just... I still think it's probably out here somewhere. Again, they might not want you to pay too much attention out here. They don't look that great. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I'm sure it's somewhere. I don't know why they just wouldn't have added the gnome. Let me in. Okay. Let's do one more check over the wall. I'm just so convinced there has to be a gnome. But, like, where would it even be? Where could they have even hit it? Well, I guess I give up. Alright, whatever. Alright, thank you all for joining me today for this PowerWash Simulator stream. It has been quite a lot of fun, actually. I'm gonna go eat food. You all should do the same if you haven't already. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Bye.